Once upon a time, in a peaceful kingdom, nestled between rolling hills and lush forests, there was a kind and wise king named Edward. He ruled his kingdom with fairness and love, always making sure that his people were well cared for. But even with all his power and wealth, King Edward felt something was missing in his life. He longed for someone special, someone with a kind heart to share his life with. In a small village on the edge of the kingdom, there lived a young woman named Eliza. She was gentle and beautiful, with soft brown eyes and long flowing black hair. Eliza lived with her grandmother, a kind old woman who had taken care of the royal flower garden for many years. Together, they tended to the most beautiful flowers in the kingdom. The royal garden was a place of peace, full of colorful roses, lilies, and tulips that bloomed all year round. Eliza loved spending her days there, taking care of the flowers and bringing joy to others. One sunny day, King Edward decided to visit the royal gardens, a place where he could find comfort and calm. He often went there to escape the pressures of ruling the kingdom. As he walked among the blooming flowers, he saw Eliza working, gently pruning the roses. There was something about the way she moved, her kindness shining through her every action, that caught his eye. He watched her for a moment, amazed by her grace and the way she cared for the garden with such love. Curious and intrigued, the king approached Eliza. "The flowers here are beautiful," he said, smiling warmly. "You must take great care of them." Eliza looked up, startled to see the king himself standing before her. She blushed but smiled back. "Thank you, Your Majesty," she said softly. "My grandmother and I have been caring for this garden for many years. It's our pride and joy." From that day on, King Edward found himself visiting the garden more often, always hoping to see Eliza. They would talk about the flowers, the weather, and life in the kingdom. Eliza's humility and warmth touched the king's heart, and he began to realize that he had found the special person he had been looking for. She wasn't from nobility or wealth, but her kindness, love for her grandmother, and gentle spirit made her shine brighter than any royal treasure. Over time, King Edward and Eliza grew closer. The king admired her simple life, the way she put others before herself, and how she found happiness in the little things. Eliza, on the other hand, saw the king not just as a ruler, but as a kind and caring man who truly wanted the best for his people. One evening, as the sun set over the kingdom, painting the sky in shades of pink and gold, King Edward took a deep breath and spoke to Eliza from his heart. "Eliza," he said gently, "I have found peace and happiness here in this garden, and it's because of you. I have fallen in love with your heart, your kindness, and the way you care for everything around you. Will you be my queen and share your life with me?" Eliza's heart raced. She had never dreamed of becoming a queen, but she had grown to care deeply for the king. She looked into his eyes and smiled. "Yes, Your Majesty," she replied, her voice filled with emotion. "I will stand by your side, not as a queen for power, but as a partner who will love you and care for this kingdom as you have." Soon after, King Edward and Eliza were married in a grand celebration, with the entire kingdom rejoicing. Eliza's grandmother, who had always believed in the power of love, smiled with pride as she saw her granddaughter step into a new life. Eliza, now a queen, never forgot her humble roots. She continued to care for the royal gardens and used her new role to help the people of the kingdom, spreading kindness wherever she went. Together, King Edward and Queen Eliza ruled the kingdom with love, showing that true royalty comes from the heart, not wealth or status. They lived happily ever after, proving that love can bloom in the most unexpected places.